Right. So, Instagram latest trends and updates, which, by the way, is the last lesson of this Instagram marketing course. And we're just going to go over some extra additional tips that can help you to grow your brand on the Instagram and what you definitely need to be on lookout for. So, as always, here's what we're going to cover. First of all, we're going to cover how to stay updated with Instagram's latest features, ethical marketing practices on Instagram, how to actually, just do everything ethically because I feel like a lot of people nowadays are just for the profit and for nothing else. And when you're building brands, you want to make sure you stay as much, away from it as possible. That's just how I am. And examples of successful marketing campaigns from the past. So, warning, this is the most important video in the entire course if you've came this far. So please watch the entire video, don't skip, don't fast forward. And pro tip, as always, if you want to save yourself some time, watch the video in double speed. So, staying updated with Instagram's latest features. So, practical steps. First of all, learn from Instagram's guides, right? Look for tutorials and tips on how to use the new tools. And Instagram has got a lot of them, right? I feel like people underestimate the basic things and they just look for the shiny object syndrome. And when Instagram gives you like simple tool, just use it, have a look at it. They want you to be on this platform as much as possible. This is why they're going to give you great, tutorials. Now test them out, right? Start small by trying features with a limited audience to see how they work. Like I've said, testing is key to everything. You're not going to nail down everything perfectly on a first try. Next up, track results. Use Instagram Insights to see how your content performs with the new features. And then ask for feedback, right? See what your followers think about the changes you've made, which, by the way, you can use polls and questions and stickers for that. And then, as usual, tweak as needed, right? Use the feedback and data to make your approach even better. Now, let me just show you some tools to help you keep up. So, first of all, apps like Layer or Hootsuite. They often share updates about Instagram's new features. Tech news websites. Places like TechCrunch talk about Instagram updates as they happen. Social media podcasts. Shows like Social Media Marketing Talk Show cover the latest trends. Newsletters. Subscribe to ones like Social Media Examiner for easy to read updates. And YouTube tutorials. Many creators post videos explaining how to use Instagram's newest tools. That's what I would do if I were you, right? Now, let's just quickly go over some ethical marketing practices on Instagram because I feel like if you're going to really be ethical and really true about whatever you're doing, and if you're going to market on Instagram the same way you would like others to market too, then I feel like you're just going to be unstoppable because like you see all these guys in Dubai and like faking being successful. I feel like internet is just overloaded with them, and like the more ethical and the more real you are, the better. Okay, so ethical marketing practices on Instagram. So first of all, what ethical marketing means? It means being honest, right? Use hashtags like ad or sponsored to clearly show when a post is paid for. Keep it real. Don't over-edit photos or make claims you can't back up. That's very important. Ask permission. Always get approval before posting someone else's content. Include everyone. Show diverse people and ideas in your posts. Stick to the facts. Don't use clickbaits or stretching the truth about what your product can do. Simply be honest. Like, I feel like coming into 2025, this is the best strategy for, Instagram. So, yeah. Now, do's and don'ts for ethical content. So, first of all, do give credit for whoever, are sharing. Tag the creator when sharing someone else's photo or video. Don't fake it. Don't heavily edit images to mislead people about your product, lifestyle, or results. That's a big one. A lot of people nowadays are posting fake testimonials. And I feel like as people are exposed to more and more shady content, they are getting better at recognizing what's good and what's bad. So if you like if you want to build a good long lasting brand, I feel like you have no other option but to be real. Like no other option, especially today as it's so competitive, right? Also, make sure you share value. Post things that help entertain or teach your audience. Do not overpost. Avoid annoying your followers with too much content or ads. With this, we're talking about 6 posts a day, like post of 3 times per day maximum, right? Also, make sure that you're polite. Respond to comments and messages with kindness and professionalism. And if somebody challenges you, just don't act like you haven't like you didn't hear it, right? Like oftentimes people give these, gurus, and we all know who we're talking about, um, tough questions to challenge them, and instead, like actually answering the question, they are kind of like defensively aggressive, if you know what I mean, right? Like they throw themselves in a role of victims, and I see this happening all the time. And like when you do this, it's just terrible thing. It's just a terrible thing, right? So yeah, that is because like you lose trust. They give you challenge, and by you not answering it, you literally just show that like what they're saying is true. Because if whatever they said wasn't true, like they would have had a clear defense, right? Now, tools, there are some tools for staying ethical, right? So, first of all, check your brand reputation. Tools like Brandwatch can show how people feel about your posts. Review your captions. Grammarly helps you avoid any unintended issues in your captions. Approve before posting. Use tools like Trello to have your team check posts before they're being posted. Also, make sure to think about diversity. Canva Pro has templates that promote inclusivity. And also, make sure that you stay compliant. Platforms like AdEspresso can make sure your ads follow Instagram's rules. This is very important. Now, with that said, let me just quickly go over some Instagram marketing case studies that are very, very interesting, right? So, first of all, grow in website visitors and followers. Okay, and like I've said this in one of the other courses. We cannot, post like specific names and a specific brand name. So this is why, I just named this case study. But it's actually a real case study. If you search it on the internet, you will find it. That's all I'm gonna say, right? So, this story is about an artist who paints modern, cool looking portraits. The artist wanted more people to see their art and visit their website. This is what the main goals were: get more people to know about them, which was basically to increase the brand awareness. Next one was to get more people to visit their website to check out their art and maybe buy it. Now, what did they do? They did that they looked at what worked before, right? The artist checked all their Instagram posts to find the ones people love the most. For example, one post got a ton of likes and comments because the art was colorful and unique. Then he made new ads from old posts, right? They turned those popular posts into ads because they knew it was working before, right? The ads showed beautiful pictures of their art to catch people's attention. Then they picked the right audience. The artists wanted to show their ads to people who love art, especially those who like modern portraits. They focused on people living in US and Canada who already follow art-related accounts. Again, this showcases that what I'm just teaching you here works, right? Like you've got to nail down the basics. That's like there's no way on earth around this. Okay, like no other way, right? It's just how it is. Then they started small, and after that they grew. At first they spent, you know, sorry. At first they spent $20 a day on the ads to see if people like them. When the ads started doing well, they increased the budget to 100, and later over 200 a day. And then the artists kept checking how well ads were working. When they saw good results, they obviously kept doubling down because it worked. Now, what happened? Website visits skyrocketed. Visits to the artist's website went up by 688%. That's a lot more people seeing their art. The artist also got 3,000 new followers on Instagram, which means even more people can see their future posts. And then he also got extra attention. A big art magazine shared one of their posts, and that post got shared over 400 times. So, talk about some engagement, right? Now, what can we learn from this? Like, make sure that you only use your best content, right? If a post does really well, use it as an ad. People already like it, so it's likely to work even better. Start small. You don't have to spend a lot of money right away. Test your ads first, then spend more if they're working. Target the right people. Show your ads to people who are most likely to love what you're selling. And also make sure you watch for big opportunities. Sometimes unexpected things like magazine sharing your post can give you a huge boost. Now, second case study, selling clothes with Instagram stories ads. So, this story is about a small online clothing store. They were using Instagram stories to run ads, but those ads weren't getting many sales. Their main goals were to get more people to buy clothes from their website, make money from their ads, and that's pretty much it, right? So what did they do? They asked for help from experts. The store worked with a company that knows how to make great Instagram ads. These experts helped them figure out what wasn't working and what could be better. They used fancy ad templates. The experts gave them some ready-made templates to make their ads look super professional. These templates made sure the ads were eye-catching and matched the store's eye. Then they chose great pictures. The store used high-quality photos of their clothes. For example, they showed a beautiful dress in a bright, happy setting that looked perfect for Instagram. Then they made ads faster because they had pre-designed templates. It was quicker to put ads together. This meant they could test new ads more frequently. Then they focused on Instagram stories. They stuck to stories ads because they show up full screen, which grabs people attention better when it comes down to visual content. Now what happened? Huge jump in sales. The new ads made a 417% increase in sales. That means way more people bought clothes from their website. They even made more money. For every dollar they spent on ads, they made $9 back. That's an awesome return on investment, right? Now, what can we learn from them? Shut down your ego and get advice when you need it, right? If your ads aren't working, ask experts for help and also stick with basics. They can give you tools and ideas to make your ads better. Oftentimes, you're just one step away from success. Use templates to save time, which, by the way, this is why Canva is absolutely unbelievable marketing tool, right? Pre-made templates not only save time but also help you make your ads look professional and great. Show up Show off your products well. Use bright, clear photos or videos that make your product look great and stand out. And last but not least, stick to what works. All right, guys. So, in this lesson, we have covered how to actually use Instagram latest trends and updates to your favor, how to use them, as your marketing weapon. Because let's be real out here, if you don't adapt over time, you're just going to get left behind. And the same way goes with Instagram and any other marketing platform, essentially. So this is why I created this lesson. I hope it made sense, guys. And with that being said, let me show you a bonus lesson that I'll show you obviously in the next lesson, and I feel it's going to be pretty cool. So let's get right into it. I cannot wait to talk to you guys soon.